Praise the Lord, everybody. Welcome to On Point. This is the number one Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America. Welcome once again as we talk about those things which are pertinent to you, relevant to you, important to you from an international, regional, local perspective. We are looking forward to another great conversation with you today. Won't you please help us as we spread the word about On Point? You need to like us on the platform that you're on, subscribe to us. That will help us get recognition in the algorithm. Subscribe to us, of course, and but also invite a few friends to join us on Point. Conversation is always stimulating, always relevant, but always from a kingdom perspective. So we're once again overjoyed that you've decided to join us today. Our co-host, Reverend Nicholas Smith, is here with us today, and we're looking forward to another dynamic conversation. Give us a call, toll-free, anywhere in the world, 866-743-8267, 866-743-8267. That's 866-74-EVANS. Give us a call. We love to talk to you. We love talking to first-time callers. You don't have to be afraid. Don't have to hesitate. Just give us a call. We'll have a conversation around the subjects of the day. And we talk about sports and politics, and we talk about culture. We talk about those things that are relevant to your everyday life. You'll hear us often say that from a biblical perspective, we try to be like the sons of Issachar. They understood the times and knew exactly what to do based upon the wisdom of God. That's those 5 books in the Bible that will help you navigate life, because God in those wisdom books gives us a map. I call it a reaction map. That we can face situations and know how to handle them from the kingdom, from the godly point of view. So you want to make sure you share with someone that you care about. Tell them to join us for another great conversation. How you doing, man?
I'm okay. Hanging in there.
Well, what can you do?
Yep.
I see a lot
Busy.
going on in the political environment.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're a father, I'm a father.
Mm-hmm.
Would you knowingly throw your child into a lion's den?
No.
Okay, so what is the big controversy about Biden pardoning his son?
Well, he said he wasn't going to pardon him, and then he pardoned him. Well, that was before the election.
Absolutely.
Circumstances have changed.
Absolutely. And you know, and if the Republican Party went after him while Biden was president,
Mm-hmm.
what would common sense tell you was going to happen once? Especially since they've said they're targeting people.
Yep. Yeah.
So, I mean, how are you supposed to react? Oh, I'm just going to leave him to his mercy?
Right. But
That's dumb.
No. People complaining about that. If that was their child and they had the power to do it,
Come on.
they would do it.
Yeah, but, so you don't get hassle for partnering strangers.
Mm-hmm.
But you do get hassled, I understand,
Yeah.
for partnering someone that's related to you.
Mm-hmm.
But you also don't have an environment where the political party, opposition party says, we're coming after.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So you leave them just dangling there
Yeah,
for them to
no.
play with? No.
No, I wouldn't do that at all.
No. And I don't think any serious parent
Yeah.
would do it.
Yeah. And what's his, who's the guy that was the head of the Department of Justice during Obama's administration, the black guy? You know what I'm talking about. Tall black guy, light-skinned dude.
Yeah.
He was saying, based off the charges, all this hoopla over all this stuff is nonsense. It's political theater.
That's
it's
all.
like,
That's
come
all.
on, y'all.
That's all.
It's not worthy of all of this.
But what bothers me is they were willing to sacrifice the man's reputation and even incarcerate him just to prove, I don't know what the political point was.
Mm-hmm.
We're just we're gonna smudge Biden's reputation if we have to do it through his family.
Yeah.
At the same time, historically, even the mob doesn't mess with your kids.
I know. And my thing is also, too, President Biden's son is a grown man.
Mm-hmm.
He makes his own decisions,
Mm-hmm.
has nothing to do with what the president is doing.
Right.
Is a grown man.
Right.
In his, 50s, 60s
Yeah,
maybe?
yeah.
However old Biden,
Yeah,
Hunter
yeah,
is.
Yeah.
His behavior has nothing to do, but it's always different. When their kids get in trouble,
Absolutely.
it's
Keep
it's
your hands
never
off my
reflection.
kids. No, it doesn't
Yeah.
reflect on us. It's not. I don't understand. I get that they have to play games with one another.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of draw the line when you start playing with people's families.
Yeah. Well, there used like the streets. There used to be a code,
Yeah.
and there used to be some sort of code in politics.
No,
now those codes are
they're-
the honor system.
The lines are blurred at best, if there are lines anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I think that I think that what I saw, my view of criminal behavior during President-elect's previous term in office, and the nepotism that was absolutely working for his daughter, for his son-in-law. I mean, just you know, that so much so that I think Ivanka says she's not coming near Washington again. But they got their billions already.
Oh yeah, they got their money. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So, you know, I guess you do have a case of conscience after you get the money.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But they say Vivek ran a scam, on a healthcare scam.
Yes,
and,
about
and
some
got
pills.
paid billions. And then ran out the back door with the money.
Yep. So I'm watching a show now.
Yes.
On Netflix.
Yeah.
Squid Games.
Squid Games.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually pretty good.
Okay.
I think you would like it.
Okay,
It's
Squid
kind of
Games.
gruesome.
Okay.
At points.
Okay.
But it always amazes me how, in another show I'm watching, how white collar crime, you could steal all day long.
All day.
Somebody that's poor steals some bread. All of a sudden, this is a
You in
nuisance to
jail.
society.
You in jail.
Now, this person stole some bread so they can feed their family. You stole money that's going to impact employees, pensions.
Ruined thousands of lives.
But they see that as okay. Insider trading, all that stuff. You lie, cheat, steal. But you're not a menace to society, but these people are.
Well, you know, we were in a meeting in Dallas, I think, one time, and I think it was Thomas that brought up the fact that moral failure among white people used to be the end of the road.
Yep.
That's changed. But they were willing to forgive you for stealing money.
Yep.
On the other side, people of color forgive you for moral failure,
Yeah.
but crucify you for stealing money.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it's just a different perspective.
It is. And I wish we would just learn to be honest about our biases
They can't do
and
it.
say that's wrong, but I don't look at it as bad as.
We've been saying it for years.
Yeah.
What's so hard about saying,
Yeah.
I support this guy, but what he's saying right now is crazy?
Yes.
What's wrong?
Right. Nuance. It's not.
Just you know, yeah, he's nuts. But I don't like what he just said. You can't substantiate points of view that make you look totally insane.
That's true. Yeah.
With, well, I like the economy. What? But I've been asking people, tell me what advantage you had from the economy in that administration. They have no answers.
None. And some was like, I think we talked, well, I made an extra $10 a check. Sir, ma'am, that $10 has been wiped away.
$10?
Just like, unless you're making real money, you didn't see.
If you're not living from the stock market,
Yeah.
you're not, you didn't make enough to get a tax cut. You know,
Yeah,
you didn't benefit.
you didn't. Not of any significance at all.
But, you know, we found out that some of our people, it only costs about $1,500 to buy them. That blows my mind.
Absolutely.
So they gave you $110 a month, and that bought you.
Yeah. And didn't want to give it to you.
And it wasn't the money they decided to give you.
Right.
You just decided to take credit for it.
Yeah, he took credit for it.
Oh, come on, man. Unbelievable stuff.
I know. It shows how we hide our biases, what we want, behind the smallest things to justify a point.
Because it's emotional, that's
Yeah, it is. That's true.
It's not like
That's true.
You can't reasonably say it's logical.
Yeah.
How do you simply vote against your own health care because a black guy's name is attached to it?
That's true. Yeah.
That's really that's grossly uninformed.
Right.
So you've got tons of people now. Now Biden's only going to be in office another month.
Yeah.
All right. So people that voted against Ms. Harris are now asking the present administration, "Can you help us?" Well, why do you need my help?
Yep.
You guys in office. Well, we didn't know. Yeah. They say the union guys are upset. The firefighters and all those guys are upset because they're just, everything they're needing is going to be cut.
Yep.
And so they feel like they've been hoodwinked.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm waiting to see. I was talking to somebody the other week about grocery prices.
Okay.
Well, we made a decision because grocery prices going to go down.
No, they're not.
Administration. Presidents, I've never seen a president dictate the price of eggs.
They can't.
And the person was like, I never thought about it like that. I'm like,
dumb. Just dumb. They don't control the price of gas. Saudis do. They don't control the price of groceries. The people we import stuff from, South America, China, all those good things, and the farmers control that stuff. What?
Yeah. And the grocery store Kroger's in specific came out and said, we inflated prices on purpose.
That's right.
There was no shortage.
No.
We just knew y'all was willing to pay for it.
That's right.
So we raised prices.
Had no choice. You're going to go to the store.
You're going to go buy it.
You're going to tell me that it costs more to feed a chicken during COVID.
Right. I know.
You're going to tell me you got a shortage of wings, but you don't have a shortage of legs?
Right. I know.
Breasts? You don't have what about the rest of the chicken?
Right.
Okay. I'm just saying.
I know
it makes too much common sense, but I'm just saying. So COVID caused what? Turkey said we're going on strike?
Right. I know. No.
They manufacture this stuff.
Absolutely. He's going to make them put fair prices. No, he's not.
Just like he made Mexico
build the wall. I know.
And pay for it.
I know. But, I know we're harping on this, but the emotional part, like the whole
it's absolutely emotional.
Israel and Palestine piece. Well, we're not supporting Harris because of their stance on Israel and Palestine. What you think Trump and them going to do to Palestine?
He already said what he's going to do. Which is why the Palestinian organizations are reaching out to Biden, talking about what can you do for us?
Yes, exactly.
Come on now.
He's going to be worse towards them than she is.
It's horrible.
But they didn't think through that whole.
It's horrible. It's all emotional.
Yeah.
And it really came down to, I believe, I'd rather this crazy white dude than have a black woman with sense.
Yeah.
That's what it boiled down to.
Yeah. Yep.
Same thing with Obama.
I agree with you because you're right. Those Palestinians in Detroit or somewhere
Doc,
complaining about that.
They're screaming now.
What y'all think was going to happen?
And she had no policies. That's stupid.
Yeah.
They said she was too prepared. What?
I know, right? I want a leader that's prepared. Like,
only a woman can be accused of being too prepared.
Right.
To make a speech.
Yeah, too robotic, too this, too that. Just like you want somebody disciplined
so
in
that
role.
You want somebody with intelligence that can project, this is what we want to do. Have a plan. You don't want concepts. Well, we've been sitting around talking about it. That's no reassurance for us.
I know.
Okay. 866-743-8267, 866-743-8267. This is On Point, the number one Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. We're getting ready to go to the phones. We've got Denise from Philly. We've got Robin from Bear, Delaware. We've got Tom from Fort Lauderdale. We're going to Denise. Good morning, Denise.
Morning.
Good morning, Pastor. Good morning, Bishop. How are you both?
Fine. How you doing today?
I'm well. I'm the first one. I'm feeling very special.
You are special.
Yeah, right.
Pastor Nick, I have to start with you.
Yes, ma'am.
The linked couple, you and Reverend Tiffany, I want you to know that you guys are now in Guam, Ramstein, Germany, and in San Antonio, Texas.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
The episodes are being watched, and the dreaded words that you say almost every episode when you say, okay, we have to wrap this up, and I'm like, no, not yet. This is too good.
That's good.
That's wonderful. That's good news.
That is good.
It's not just for romantic relationships. It's for relationships, period. That's the part.
Yeah.
That is the best part. And I just want you to know that you guys are going international, so keep it going.
We're trying.
Yeah, as long as the ministry's growing.
That's right.
It's just.
That's all we care about.
Yeah. Yep.
So all we can do is just ask for it to go for an hour.
No.
That's not it.
Who knows
Did you hear the lack of hesitation?
Right. But speaking of,
There was
Yes.
none.
well, next year we're going to work on doing some stuff. You do something for married couples.
Okay.
We're going to use you a little bit next
Okay,
year. Just
okay,
couples,
okay,
singles.
okay.
Men.
Yeah. Yeah, I need another class.
We'll spread it out.
I need another class.
It's only 4.
Okay.
One per quarter.
I need another
And-
class. Okay. Denise, you hear what hear they're doing to me?
Need a little influence and help
It's
with
bad.
some stuff.
I do
That's why brothers die early. They never are doing enough. Just,
we were just talking about kind of, we were talking about like
you got one more thing you need to do, Bishop.
just a shot, just one boost of just.
Oh, man. Okay.
The work never done, huh?
All my couples counseling. Maybe I need to start recording that stuff. No.
Right? No.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a bad idea. That's some of the stuff we talk about.
Right.
Okay, and who's going to contact Taylor Swift so she can do the breakup song for Donald and Elon?
Who said who?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor
sang
Swift.
the breakup song for Donald and Elon.
I can't wait for that to.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's
They're
gonna happen.
imploding from the inside out, and censorship is at an all-time high. And I just keep thinking he's going to show up to this swearing in and put his own hand on the Bible.
He's not going. If he's standing within 6 feet of the president at that event and has to share the visual with him, I just don't think Trump will tolerate it after that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's already shown up at the House uninvited,
Yeah. Yep. And
crashing meetings with Bezos and people like that.
And now Trump said, I know what you guys are trying to do, called him President Musk, but I'm not going to take it. I just like smart people around me. Yeah.
We'll see. I think illogically, but emotionally, President-elect gets some kind of ego boost with having the richest man in the world around him.
Sure.
You know, just like there are people that are elevated by association with him, I think he likes being around who, quote unquote, publicly is the richest man on earth.
Yeah.
I don't believe the title. I don't believe the title at all.
I don't think he knows who he's gotten into bed with.
Well, I think he thinks he could control him, but the reality is that, you know, there are people that if they woke up with Musk's money tomorrow would need medicine. Those Saudis have money. They measure in trillions, not billions.
Yeah.
Yes, they have wells worth.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it continues to go. It's inflation proof.
Yes.
He's the richest reporting guy in the
Yes.
world.
Yep.
Okay. But the Saudis don't have an ego about that. When
No.
you know something about yourself, you don't have to brag about it.
Anytime you can transform Dubai
Yes, sir.
to make it look like what it looks like now, you got some money.
How do you take a desert and make it look like it has water all over the place?
Money.
And expensive to go, and people are going.
And spending $5,000 and $10,000 a night to stay in those hotels. So they built it for people that can
And
afford
still
it.
building.
Yes. Yep. And they're hiring. I know somebody who they're hiring American teachers to go over there and teach their kids
Absolutely,
English and
absolutely.
paying them some good money.
Good dollars.
Oh, good money.
Now you have to make a cultural shift though.
That's the other problem.
Yeah, you can lose your hands for stealing stuff.
That's true.
though.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Can't walk out the can't walk out the supermarket with some dog food at the bottom of the cart. Oh, I forgot. No.
No.
Give me one of them hands.
And they'll whip you too. Yeah. That's true.
What else going on, niece?
That's it. I just wanted to call in and ask, like, we're going to definitely have to have our popcorn ready because this is going to be possibly more fireworks than New Year's Eve and 4th of July together.
Yeah, well, they have to implode because you can't have that many people of opposing points of view trying to cooperate with one another, and all of them have huge egos.
Yep.
The other thing is you can't surround yourself with criminals, corporate thieves, child molesters, and whatnot, and not expect for that personality trait, character trait to implode your organization. It's like trying to build a structure with rebellious people as the main cogs in the wheel. It just doesn't work.
Yep.
But at the same time, we're being shown that in certain situations your background doesn't matter.
I look forward to seeing that question removed off of applications online about, do you have any prior history of, five-finger discounts? Have you ever been convicted? They're going to have to remove it because, well, there's the not so white White House.
Well, they're going to have to remove it for certain people.
Once again, category.
Yeah, they're not going to remove it for everybody. You know, the threat to food stamps is not going to impact everybody. But it will impact people in poverty no matter what your color is.
Yep.
Absolutely.
You know, most people, I didn't really mean to get into a diatribe. Most people don't realize that what we call the hood now didn't start out as the hood that we know.
Not at all.
It started out as affordable housing for white people. And then they subsidized and moved into the suburbs, and then moved the blacks into the urban centers and cut off the subsidies. So that's how the hood got really started. It was for white people first. You know, so
my father told me that. He said there was more of them on public assistance back in the
absolutely.
There still is.
There still is.
There are more.
There still is.
Yeah.
There still is.
Yeah, he said back in the 50s he couldn't believe that they were bragging about it.
You know, and something I learned 2 years ago when we were all doing the online thing, a lot of people came from Europe and Germany and all of Europe, and they were indentured when they got here. They came here escaping either debt or crime. So what really came over, and we talk about Australia being a convict island, you got a large majority of people that migrated from Europe to America were people who had to get here and then, watch this, they call it indentured, had to work off their debt, you know, to the ship owner in order to be a free person here.
Wow.
Yeah, so but they're not going to, they want to take all that out of the history books so that, you know, you don't feel bad about your beginnings.
I know.
That flag is very bloody.
All right, Denise. Tell my man I said hello.
Absolutely. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you guys tonight.
All right.
Prayer.
Talk to you. Bye-bye.
Oh, press tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Oh, ooh. I got nervous. I was like, what's tonight?
I'm thinking I'm putting icing on the cake today. Denise, tomorrow's prayer service at 6. Tomorrow, Sunday. All right, let's go to Robin from Delaware. Hey, Robin, how you doing?
Well, Bishop, you don't have Robin.
Oh, hold on, man. I want to get her in. Yeah, hold on. Hey, Robin, how you doing?
Hello.
Good morning, Bishop and Pastor Nick. How are y'all this morning?
Okay, how you doing?
Good. How many minutes you gonna give me this morning, Bishop?
You used 30 seconds already. You better come on.
See, you know what? That's not right. I have to say hello first.
Yeah, I know. It takes you 30 seconds to do that. That's right.
Oh my gosh. But no, I want to be quick because I got to get to football.
Okay.
And I need to ask Pastor Nick that he see what I saw. But first, I want to say to everyone that's listening, our members, no matter where you are, let us all come together in our homes and pray for you, Bishop and Pastor Nick, because I see God is really doing something as far as building up his kingdom with you too. And I want us to all to continue to pray every day for you to stay healthy, Pastor Nick to stay healthy, because we really, really, truly love you, and we really need you here as long as possible. So I just want to let everybody know, let's please pray for y'all.
Appreciate
and
that.
keep y'all safe.
Appreciate that.
Yes. You know I need you, so.
Yeah.
But remember I talked about when Elon Musk wanted to cancel the fighter jets replaced with drones.
Okay.
Well, a little boy got hit by a drone. They had a drone show in Philly, I think over a week ago, and one fell on him. He had to get heart surgery. So remember I said what's going to happen, and it did.
Okay.
So we don't
I
need
thought I saw
that.
one the other night.
I saw one, yeah.
Yeah, I was going through Voorhees, and on my way to get a salad, and I'm like, that plane's flying kind of low. And then I said, wait a minute, that plane's kind of small. I said, wait a minute, that's a drone.
Yeah, I know. But,
But how does the FAA not know where they are?
here's my dilemma with this. A lot of people have drones.
Right.
So them flying around
It's Christmas time, so they got toys.
Yeah, my cousin has one. People, they do
Okay.
stuff.
Okay.
if they're flying over military bases with all that sensory stuff they got going on, right?
Yeah.
Either the government's doing it and not saying anything, because I highly doubt, and I could be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know.
I highly doubt if a foreign agency is flying drones over our military bases, that our government would just let them.
And
Unless I'm wrong. I mean,
we have an Air Force base in New Jersey.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
just saying.
I'm like,
I'm just saying.
I don't know.
We're not conspiratorialists, but
Yes.
you know, how do you get a drone? You have to register a drone in order to fly it.
Yes.
So these have to be either they've lost count or they're illegal drones.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true.
I just.
But
And they're flying over people's houses and looking in people's windows and everything.
Yeah, but
No.
and that's about the if they're flying over Fort
Dix.
Fort Dix and all that.
Yeah.
I it's plausible to me they would shoot them down.
You would think
You would think, unless something's.
that's got to be restrictive airspace or something.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't
so they're gonna be at the airport now taking
I
off the other jets.
know.
Come on.
Oh wow, that's gonna be a mess. So
All right, get the
But
football.
Pastor
Get the
Nick-
football. Get the football.
All right.
Let's hear it.
I am. Pastor Nick,
Ma'am.
did you watch the Kansas City Chiefs game?
Most of it, yes.
Okay, all right. So, did you see where they called it a complete catch, but when he went down, that ball came out,
That was a fumble.
and they
He
they
didn't have control
rushed
of
to
it.
I
get
missed that part.
they rushed to get to the line before the refs could call it. So they're investigating the refs.
But that's no.
And-
No. You're allowed to do
You're
that.
allowed to do that. Yeah.
Now, if the guys in charge on the sideline don't immediately call a timeout,
Yeah.
and they can start another play,
They start them.
and so they rushed to the line because they knew he dropped it.
Yeah. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, they did. So,
But it was close
But I want to
enough.
congratulate Michael Vick and Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah.
Michael Vick, the head coach at Norfolk State, and Deshaun Jackson is going to be the head coach for Delaware State.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, so I want to
Eddie-
congratulate. And people are talking negative. Oh, he did all this with the dogs and whatnot. I heard that there was more to that than that he wasn't even home.
Well,
So, but I don't know everything.
Here's my
Come on,
problem.
y'all. He was bundling it.
He had dog fights
Yeah.
at his house.
Come on.
Okay. But you can't care more about dogs than you do about people. And I'm a dog lover.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, you can't, you're outraged because of him fighting dogs, but you got other professionals grabbing women's butts in bars.
I know.
I mean, come on.
I know.
Come on.
I know.
Come on.
Oh, that's all I have, Bishop, on that note.
Okay, I'm sorry. Man, the ambiguity is just so obvious.
Yeah. Yeah. Because what they really got him for was the money that was going on for the dog fight. That was more than the action. Like, come on, y'all. Like, and he did his time. It's, I don't.
Yeah.
Go to
Well,
jail for dog
congratulate them.
fight.
So.
Yeah.
But you don't go to
I
jail for
know.
making people homeless.
I know.
Okay.
That's a.
Okay. All right.
It's-
I'm
Easy,
just saying.
Bishop. You telling the truth. So,
I'm just saying.
Bishop,
Yes.
I'm gonna hang up. But can you and Pastor Nick, your opinion, the meaning of the Book of Amos, and that's all I have. I
Amos?
want to know the Book of Amos.
You mean the minor
With
prophet
the-
Amos?
Yes.
He's a minor
Because I don't know if you ever
He's
taught on
he's a
that.
minor
So,
prophet. I
Okay.
actually did that in a pastor's or minister's class. I went through it one night. But anyway, okay, we'll do that.
okay, thank you. Y'all
All
have a
right.
blessed day. See you tomorrow.
All
Much
right now.
love.
Bye-bye. 866-743-8267, 866-743-8267. Scott from Violence on the phone, but we're going to Tom on line 4. Good morning, Tom, once again.
Good morning. How you doing, Bishop? How you doing, Pastor Nick?
Tom,
All right, how you doing, man?
How you doing?
What's happening down in FLA?
Well, Bishop, I had a question. Have you been checking out this thing with Elon Musk? Let me start off with this. I've never heard of the DOGE, Dodge movement, Mega versus Dodge. And
Yeah.
the reason I'm saying that is the Doge movement is Elon Musk and Swami are
Yes.
behind us.
Yes. Ramaswamy. Don't mess up his name.
Yes, well, Ramaswamy's behind it. I'm sorry.
You know,
I was saying
you,
Swami.
you know, when you mispronounce one of the Republicans' names, it's a direct offense. But they jacked up Kamala Harris's
Yes.
name over and over again on purpose.
On purpose. Mm-hmm.
And it was supposed to be a joke. So make sure you don't offend anybody, Tom.
Well, Elon is called part of the party, including Steve Bannon, contemptible fools,
Well,
because
yeah.
because they don't want to pass this H-1B visa, because they're saying, I couldn't believe he said this.
Did you see all the
He said
hoopla about that?
Yeah, I saw it.
That Americans
There's certain
are
immigrants
lazy.
they want and
Yes.
certain immigrants they don't.
Yes. Yep.
And they want
Yes.
they want to racially align some people of color with their motive, which will make them acceptable.
Yep. Yep.
and a lot, Steve Bannon and those guys do not want.
Oh, yeah, they're mega. They're
upset.
coming out. They're coming out saying,
You said
I'm gonna
immigrants.
give you, yeah, we'll give you a quote from Laura, whatever, Laura.
Yeah, she's wacky.
and Nikki Haley and all them saying Americans can work hard. We got cultural value. So now they're the two immigrants. You starting to see? Well, they got power and money, so they probably not worried
Here's
about
Musk and Vivek. They're both immigrants.
it. Yeah.
Yes, and our comment was, our
And
country
they're saying
is
don't
built
let
with-
immigrants in. At first.
Yes.
Now it's that,
It- well-
there's a couple we want to let in.
Yes.
Well, this lady said our country was built on white European immigrants, not third world invaders from India.
Yeah. So now that
Yeah, you
Laura,
can't get much worse
Nikki
than
Haley,
that.
all them are coming against Vivek and Musk.
Yeah, but Nikki Haley is, isn't she either American Indian or Eastern Indian, isn't she?
She's what is
Last time I checked, and you look at her hard, you can tell she passing for something.
Yeah, because her real name is Nimrata.
Yeah, she passing. She passing. Is she American Indian or she's East?
Yeah, her parents are Sikh parents
There you
from
go. There
India.
you go.
Yeah.
There you go. She's immigrant.
And the only reason I bring this up, Bishop, is I'm loving seeing this fight between the mega. And I don't know where Elon Musk is going to fit in this.
Because they've been hustling them the whole time.
Yeah, they're going head to head right now.
Musk talking about, we need to get rid of food stamps. What? Talking about it's going to be hard for a while. He doesn't have to worry about where it's getting food.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And
now-
he comes from a regime that was discriminatory, grossly discriminatory, for years.
And now
Oh,
that white racial
worse
crowd
than
is
here.
coming out.
Look, the real agenda is starting to surface, and now the people that voted for him feel taken advantage of. But they didn't listen to what they were saying.
Yep.
One of our
And they just-
one of our friends, Tom, came to preach for us a couple months ago, and he said people have been misquoting the Bible for a long time.
Yeah.
He said it does not say y'all have sinned.
Right.
He said
All.
he said it says all.
Yep. Yep.
Hey, Bishop, changing subject just a little bit.
Okay.
I saw something the other night, and I don't talk about movies, but 6888 movie about the black females.
I just heard
Netflix.
something about that yesterday.
Yeah.
Man, that movie is
was
deep.
good.
Is
But
it
the
good?
best part is
I'd watch it.
you gotta stay
Crystal,
to the
Crystal
end.
just screamed, so it must be good.
Okay.
You got to stay to the end because one of the ladies is about 101 years old. Still, well, she just
She's
passed
still alive,
away.
yeah.
Well, she passed away a couple of months ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she's around long enough to see the results of all this.
Okay.
And there's some excerpts out about the real women behind this.
Mm-hmm.
And even doing the movie, you could tell the lead person was heavy duty. If you look back for real, she was the highest ranking black female in the Army at that time.
Lady named Adams or something?
I believe so. But it was a good movie. Made you feel good at the end.
I'm not going to get mad watching it.
You are.
Okay.
but you'll be redeemed at the end.
I'll have to watch
Because
it
she won.
and not come out
She
the house
won.
for 2 days.
Yeah.
Look,
No, you'll be upset for the first half.
no, you don't
But
understand,
she
Tom.
ended up winning.
You know, when I see one of those movies, I stay upset
Yeah.
for weeks.
Oh, well.
It's not good for my spirit.
You're going to be angry.
Charity
Good-
Adams, yeah.
Not good for my spirit. Yeah, Charity Adams, right? Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do it.
just read about it.
I would have to read about it for a while and then calm down one day when I don't have to come out the house and just gut it.
Like I said,
out.
the end she redeems.
Or maybe I'll watch
She
it at church.
wins.
That'll help me.
It'll help you.
Yeah, because I'm at church. That'll help me.
Oh no.
Civil rights movies, man, they really grate me the wrong way.
I know.
I know.
That whole "Make America Great Again," which is going back to all that nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel good.
No.
No, no, it doesn't feel good. Anyway, Tom, how you feeling, man?
Feeling good. Bishop feeling good. It's a little cold here compared to, it's supposed to get really cold New Year's.
You guys are
Supposed to
cold
get down
down
to
there?
It was really cold.
55.
I'm like, that's really cold.
Tom was playing.
Like, come on.
Hey, they breaking up the coats. Got the boots.
Look. What's my man? He said his wife broke out the fur and the boots, man.
He's not kidding.
I can't imagine watching women walk around in furs at 55 degrees.
Like, come on, man.
But they don't get another
They don't
chance.
get straight. That's the only time they do it.
Put on their winter boots up to their knees and stuff. Yeah, man.
And if you're not used to it, I get it.
I talk to you, Tom.
Hey, take care.
Have a good New Year.
Anytime.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, ready. You say.
We got Scott from Vineland. Good morning, Scott. How you doing?
Bishop Evans, Pastor
Scott.
Nick. What's going on, fellas?
Man, good to hear your voice, man.
Good to hear you guys. Were you guys away? Because it seemed like were you guys away the last 2 weeks?
No, we were on last week.
Okay.
Or weren't we?
Yeah, we were on last week, the week before.
Week before we were off.
Okay.
You didn't listen to us last week. That's what that was.
No, I listen. I know. I thought it still might have been a recording when Pastor Nick said.
We were that perfect that we look recorded?
But I'm always good to talk to you guys.
Yeah.
Always. Before I get into my little sports thing, again, Bishop, I want to thank you for your past sermons, and you too, Pastor Nick, how you lead the worship with your prayers, Pastor Nick. I want to leave you out. I've been listening to, Bishop, is mental health.
Yeah.
I definitely need that.
Is that
yes,
helping?
Yes.
Okay. I haven't heard much about it. It's helping, actually?
Yes, it is. Again, you know what I'm going through with family, so I'm going to leave it as that. But it's helping.
That mental health and Jesus thing.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's amazing, and the one God is still in control.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, me and I listen to it faithfully before we go into the outside world and when we come in, and I want to thank you for that. And you too, Pastor Nick, with your prayers.
Honor, man.
Dad was you get the crowd riled up a little bit, Pastor Nick. But thank you guys. First, I want to congratulate Mr. Michael Vick. We all know head football coach, and Deshaun Jackson now, too. How do you guys feel about those two guys transferring into coaching?
Now, why isn't Deshaun playing football?
I think injuries caught up to him. Correct me if I'm wrong, Pastor
Nick.
Nick.
He's older, and I don't think he did himself any favors at times.
He has some behavior problems. Okay.
His personality.
Okay.
Like, he wasn't like illegal stuff. It's just his personality.
Okay.
Almost like a TL when you say his
they're
person.
following Deion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you think they'll do as well as Deion?
Jury's still out on that. Correct me if I'm wrong with that,
Pastor
Nick.
A little bit. I don't know how they're
But
coaching.
the celebrity will draw money to the schools.
Yep.
I think Vic would be.
He's from there, so
Yeah.
Yes.
And Vic's a smart guy.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely could coach a quarterback.
Yep.
He definitely could coach a running back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So he just surrounds himself with people that that he's had experience with.
Yeah.
Because what about your boy going to college football? From
Belichick.
Belichick.
Yeah.
Yes.
You watch what happens
yes.
to that school.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Now,
Leon already said, of course, of him living down there, instead of Chapel Hill, Chapel Bill. I'm like, all right.
You know what's crazy, though?
What?
He has a he's smart, too. He has a 1 year out.
Okay.
His son is a defensive coordinator or something.
Okay.
So if an NFL team calls next year, he has a 1 year out.
They're not calling.
And I know. But
Darn, Bishop.
I know.
They're not calling.
Get you a job at
But
home,
he
Mark.
always he's got to.
They're not calling.
He's got to.
Bill, stay right there.
Yeah. He wants too much control.
I think what's going to happen, I think he's got the personality for a college coach.
Mm-hmm.
I think they'll put up with his gruffness.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine the amount of money that's going to be drawn to North
Oh.
Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
I can't imagine the kids that are going to start using the portal to get there to be under him because they know
Yep.
he makes stars.
Yep.
And I can't imagine how many what we would call average football players, who he can plug in.
That's what I'm saying. Yep. Make them look.
Guy's going to have a career that didn't have a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He's going to have. It's going to be a positive move for North Carolina.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was deft, as we used to say back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, because we know the football program has been. We already know about the basketball team.
Yeah.
Thumbs up. But everything what you said, Patrick and Bishop, all wrapped up into one.
Yep.
It's definitely Leon said they are ecstatic down there.
I'm sure they are.
Oh yeah.
Real ecstatic. They ready to throw a parade in before they played the first game. And real quick with our Eagles. Yes, Mr. We already know Mr. Hurts is sitting out, but I have confidence in that Kenny Pickett guy. I know a lot of people are darning him, but he was a number one draft. Yeah, the Steelers got rid of him. I threw it out there to a guy this week, but he's been a starter before. So to me, last week he really didn't do anything for them to lose that game.
Well,
So,
it looked to me like the defense was standing around a couple times.
Yes, they were gas, actually.
I'm looking. I'm like, wait a minute. I can see. I'm not a coach. I can see. This guy's wide open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was so obvious.
Yeah. When your offense can't sustain a drive, your defense is on the field. It's going to tire you out.
It looked like pieces on a chessboard. I'm like, there's an opening right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then the guy threw it in there. Well, I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah. I know.
I'm like, good. I'm watching this thing. I'm like, that guy's open.
And you can diagram it.
Yep.
So.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Look.
And I can't draw out a play.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get that ball to Saquon.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. That's what he was brought here for. We all know that. All three of us know that, and everybody knows that.
I didn't get it. They looked like they either overlooked these guys or, But I thought you said the quarterback was a number one draft pick?
He was drafted by the Steelers. He was like 20-something, but he was the Steelers starter for a year. He didn't really do well, so they got somebody else and benched him.
I think he can throw.
Oh, he can throw.
He can throw.
It's the consistency.
Well, they threw him into the game. I mean, I think playing in practice, and they throw you in the middle of a game, is a whole lot different.
It is.
It is, and what I was saying at the top of the conversation, fellas, you agree. He hasn't had time to play with the number one starters. Second, third stringers, if you want to say being a backup. So that falls in the coaching. Bottom line, they should have had him prepared. Period.
But in practice, guys are trying to make you rush.
Yeah.
In the game, they're trying to hurt you. Mm-hmm. So there's a different kind of.
There is
two different things.
And nowadays they're just throwing quarterbacks out there rather than old time. You draft a quarterback, he sit for a year, maybe 2 years, kind of get used to stuff.
Nah, I ain't doing that.
They're throwing them in there.
Don't have time to wait.
And they didn't work out. Well, the best quarterbacks, most of them waited.
It's silly.
Most of them waited.
Absolutely.
It's silly. Mm-hmm. If you don't have the budget.
Look how even though he's a nut, but look how whatchamacallit sat behind Brett Favre.
You have to give him time to develop because that game it's murderous, man.
It is.
It is.
It is.
It is. Especially in the pros.
Yep.
Especially in the pros. You got linebackers, you got linemen that are running faster than receivers and running back to the pros. That's it. Say it right there. But fellas, that's all I have. Peace, God bless to you, and usual nice sincere love.
Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
Bishop said, how you doing?
All right.
He said, all right. I love you guys. Take care.
Bye-bye.
All right.
866-743-8267. This is On Point, the number one Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on any smart device at David G. Evans, the number one. Like us, subscribe to us. Hit that thumbs up button. Help us get more recognition on the algorithm as we spread the On Point word. We're going to Danny in just a moment. We have a few minutes left. If you want to call, you can give us a call at 866-743-8267. That's 866-74-EVANS. Give us a call, toll free, anywhere in the country, anywhere around the world. So we're looking at 9-6. We've got Danny. Hey, Danny, how you doing?
Good morning, Pastor. How you doing?
Doing all right, man. How's everything in Florida today? I heard you got 55 degrees down there. You cold?
Well, I had to say this. I was not going to go there, but Tom went there, so I have to go ahead and finish it up.
I won't say it. Come on. You
Now,
turn the heat on?
No, what Tom didn't tell you, he said it was 55 degrees. Guess what temperature the water is?
What?
At the beach.
What's the water?
70.
Real hard times down there.
Right.
Real hard times down there. 70-degree weather. Water. What can you do?
I know.
I tell
But
you.
I just couldn't let the program go by, and I said it last week, but I have to say it again. I can't say it enough. Thank you to you all, the staff, everyone. Wonderful job again, and Bishop, Pastor Nick, staff. You all have touched so many people that you don't know, that you don't hear about, because there's not a day that goes by where I don't take something that you have imparted to us and use it. And again, certain things like Pastor Nick said, a sermon that he preached, open up your heart. He's knocking at the door. And that came back. I mean, it was something that was learned years ago, but then it was a new revelation again. Okay. And it's something that I use. And it really means a lot, you know, when you can just go ahead, open up. You just got to open up. Don't shut up. Open up, you know. So thank you again.
God bless you, man. How my sister doing?
Blessed and highly favored.
Wonderful.
Oh, Lord have mercy on my soul.
So I'm gonna get on out of the way.
All right, man.
Thank you all very much.
Stay strong now.
All right.
Bye-bye. 866-743-8267. We got Derek from Camden, New Jersey. Good morning, Derek.
Derek.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, how you? How you feeling, man?
Yeah.
I'm feeling all right. I'm out the rehab. I'm home now.
Good.
Wonderful.
Good.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yes, they said they're going to do the operation on the 6th.
Okay. Prayers of the righteous.
Everything's go right. It's a big success.
It will go right.
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't know about this quarterback.
Okay. What'd you think?
I don't even know if they're going to let him play this Sunday.
Who's going to play?
I forgot his name. His number is number 7, but I'd rather for my old quarterback to come back for the Eagles.
He's out.
He's out. He's going to be out for a minute, right?
Yeah, he's out for a concussion,
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't rush that, man.
Yeah, I know.
You don't want to do to him what they did to the guy in Miami.
Oh, yeah.
No, man.
He should retire.
Something's going to be wrong later.
Yeah, he needs to retire.
Yeah, but
very talented, too.
all in all, I'm trying to walk, but I don't even think it's going to let me do it because it's not cooperating with my leg.
Okay. All we can do is keep praying for you. We got to pray for Daisy, too. I understand Daisy went to the hospital yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But God is good.
Yes, he is.
God is good.
Yeah, like y'all said, God is good.
Yes, absolutely.
One day at a time.
That's right. Well, good talking to you, Derek.
All right, thanks.
Stay strong now. Bye-bye.
All right.
866-743-8267. Now, while we are waiting for people to get back on the line, we've got a pretty full week.
Yeah.
First off, we want to invite you all to service tomorrow. We have our virtual service at 8 a.m. You'll enjoy it. Our 11 a.m. service is live and in person. And we've got our special end-of-the-year prayer service at 6, where we're asking people, not just from our church, but all over the community, to bring your prayer requests in an envelope. And as soon as you arrive, place it on the altar. Last week and tomorrow also, at our 11 o'clock service, we will expose you to a further teaching on the spiritual integrity of why it is spiritually significant for you to bring a prayer request to the church, place it on the altar, and then pray about what you have in the request. Absolutely spiritual necessity. We're going to show you the rest of that revelation. We didn't get to it last week. People were so enthusiastic about prayer last week. I was really honored by that.
Yeah.
But I got the second half of it. You're going to love it.
I'm sure.
I love it. And then 6 o'clock in the evening, we're having our prayer service. That's when you're going to bring your prayer requests with you. Our fast begins after that service. Is that right?
The fast begins tonight.
Fast begins tonight at midnight. So we'll be fasting from midnight tonight until after service on New Year's Eve. Our New Year's Eve service is at 7:30 p.m. That would be Tuesday night coming. So we're fasting, we're praying, we're fasting. This fast begins tonight. Prayer added tomorrow. We'll be in worship, of course. We're going to come to worship on Tuesday evening. We're going to bring our first fruits offering, and we're going to see what it's going to be for you and I in 2025. The safe place.
Yes, sir.
The ark is the safe place to be. You're going to love the message God has given us for you on Tuesday as it relates to 2025. And the drive on that is once God starts doing it, don't mess up.
Yeah.
Okay, just don't mess up. We're looking forward to it. Harvest Bookstore is open today. We're looking forward. Now, those of you that are wondering what is the first fruit, we taught on Exodus 23 2 Sundays ago. You want to get that sermon so you understand exactly what it's all about. For those of you who have not, that's an additional tithe at New Year's Eve that we sow, that we sacrifice. Those of you not at that level of faith, 225 to represent the year that you're going into is what your goal is, okay? So we want to make sure you're here. Now, if you need some more inspiration during the week, you text BBC News to 28950. That's BBC News to 28950. If you need some spiritual inspiration, BBC Elevate to 28950. Now, we would love to pray with you. We want you to come to prayer on Sunday night, tomorrow night at 6. Join us. People are coming from all over. You want to be here. But if you can't get here, you want to email your prayer requests to prayer at gotobethany.com. Prayer at gotobethany.com. Now, we've got about 6 more minutes in order to talk about anything we want to talk about. Do you see, Pastor Nick, I think it's the clown show that the nomination of the cabinet is. Perhaps, now I could be wrong about this, the first cabinet the president-elect had, he surrounded himself with strong corporate people. That didn't work out for him. So now he's nominating people that don't deserve to be in that position of leadership, have no experience at the jobs that he's posting them in, who basically will just be loyal to him. How does anyone see that as positive for the nation?
Yeah. I have a hypothesis.
Okay.
It seems like there's this somewhat appropriate but also inappropriate disdain towards cultures. I mean, to certain structures and organizations.
Okay.
So we feel like this structure let us down. The answer's not go to the all opposite of no structure, no discipline.
Yeah.
And you hear people talk about, well, the systems have let us down, so let's try this over here. The answer is not to go the extreme the other way. The answer is to work within the structure, change the structure within. But you know what's interesting, though?
Go ahead.
When it's us, it's a problem of the people.
That's right.
When it's somebody else, it's the government's fault.
That's right.
Now, we've been told for years, stop playing the victim.
That's right.
Take responsibility.
Right.
It's your job to build yourself up, not the government.
Right.
Something bad happens in another community, it's not our fault. Y'all did this to us. That's the challenge that I have with this. So it's like, well, let's try this person because this person over here let us down. But the answer is not this.
It's not this or that.
Yeah.
It's this and that.
Yeah.
And here's the problem. Maybe you can help me with this. Why is it that most Americans, no matter what ethnicity they are, don't think about a choice they've made until it negatively impacts them? Why is it that we can't consider the impact, watch this, of what will happen to us? Not just a decision that affirms how I feel or my hostility. Why can't we make a decision that includes other people? Why do I have to be trapped in my own head, decide what I'm going to do concerning you, and then expect you not to have a negative reaction to it? It makes no sense to me.
Not at all. Which makes sense. The root of sin is selfishness.
That's right.
And if it's about me, to heck with all this other stuff.
You got to see it the way I see it, so you can accept what I did.
Yep. You're right, because it wasn't until after Adam and Eve ate the fruit.
That's
They
right.
saw themselves as naked. Then
That's
it was
right.
like,
Oops.
oops.
Oops. God told us not to do that.
Yeah, but allow somebody to hustle you into it.
Well, the enemy hides his game in a conversation.
Yep.
And that's what he did. He hid the game. Then being kicked out of the garden was his game.
Yep. And what's interesting, and you're right, you're totally right. The Bible says Eve was deceived. Adam knew exactly what he was doing.
That's right.
And whether you were deceived or knew what you were doing, both of them ended up in
result.
the same result. So you knew you wanted this because you knew it was going to happen, and you're affected like the other
I
person.
had this conversation with a preacher the other day, and he was talking about certain people being deceived. And I said, well, you do know that in the Bible, the only people that are called deceived are God's people. He was like, what? I said, they don't talk about unsaved people being deceived. They talk about the believer being deceived. Well, if you're deceived, that means you knew something and you got talked out of it. So we're not talking about an unsaved mindset. We're talking about folk that say they believe getting hoodwinked.
Yeah. Yep. But again, like you said, it's hiding that feeling and using Scripture and God to justify.
Absolutely.
Instead of saying, look, God says this, but I want this, it can't be.
Isn't that simpler?
Yeah. To me, it is. It's like the slave Bible.
Yeah.
You know, the slave master took all this stuff out about liberation and freedom and all that stuff like that. You knowingly did that. There was no.
That was a mistake.
No.
That wasn't a few pages missing.
No.
No, okay.
You wanted a certain lifestyle.
No, that
Let's
wasn't-
use this to justify it.
No, dude, I didn't realize that part was in the Bible. That wasn't there.
No.
Okay. Okay.
I know.
Well, we're running out of time. We hope to see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. live. 8 a.m., of course, is our virtual service. 11 a.m. is our live service. They're coming from all over. They're coming from everywhere. You need to be a part of what God is doing here. 6 o'clock tomorrow night, we have our annual end-of-the-year prayer service. You want to be a part of that. You want to bring your prayer requests in an envelope, place it on the altar. As soon as you get here, we're going to pray about those things. And we're going to show you biblically tomorrow why it is important that you do it just like the Bible is saying. Our fast begins tonight at 12 midnight. We want you to join us in that time of consecration. Some things the Bible said can only be moved by prayer and fasting.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what the Bible says. We're going to celebrate, of course, New Year's Eve. And I want to make a suggestion. Why don't we have black and silver as our colors of congregation? Cool. Wear black and silver. Don't go out and buy anything if you don't have it. You got something black, wear that. Got something silver, wear that. You have something black and silver, wear those things. Okay, don't break the bank. Don't run to the store. Some of you will anyway, but we're gonna try to do a black and silver theme for the congregation, as it's a festive night, New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
I think it'll add a little celebration atmosphere to what's going to already be a tremendous night.
Yep.
Looking forward to the sermon. Looking forward to everybody coming out. Looking forward to the fellowship. We're going to have a great time. So join us. If you've never fasted before, we're fasting from all solid food. Yep. Drink all the liquid you want between midnight tonight and Tuesday evening after our worship service. Yeah. Come on and join us. Watch God move. What you getting ready to say, Pastor Nick? Anything?
No.
Okay.
I was writing it down. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, what you saying?
Anyway, see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us. For Pastor Nicholas Smith, I'm Bishop Dave G. Evans. Remember, faith acts like a thing is so, even when it's not, so that it might be so. God bless you. See you next time on Point. See you tomorrow. See you New Year's Eve. Later now.